Yo, what up, though? Hit that like button, subscribe, and make sure y'all leave a comment during the video, man. But this is a tough conversation we need to have at Vikings fan. Will Harrison Smith retire or will he play for another year? And do y'all want Harrison Smith to play for another year? Because I'm going to be honest with y'all. I always keep it 100 with y'all. Harrison Smith had a good year last year. He played real good for his age last year. And let's be for real. At some time of his career, Father Time is going to catch up with Harrison Smith. I think Harrison Smith needs to retire. If not retire, the Minnesota Vikings do not need to offer Harrison Smith a contract to play for them. A coaching contract maybe, yeah, but to be on a 53-man roster, I'm out on that, man. It's time for the Minnesota Vikings to go younger at that safety spot, man. I know many people going to say Harrison Smith played good next year. We just need him for one more year. No, next year might be the year he fall off the fucking cliff. And me personally, I'd rather go younger. Go get you a fucking safety in free agency or in the NFL draft or re-sign Theo Jackson. I believe Theo Jackson is a free agent. I'm not 100% sure. But no matter what the situation is, the Minnesota Vikings do not need to bring back Harrison Smith, man. We need to go younger on this defense, man. And yes, Harrison Smith, Hitman, is a Minnesota Viking legend. He played good in Minnesota. I'm not taking nothing from Harrison Smith. What he did last year was real good. He never really showed signs of aging when he was on the football field. For real. I can't think of plays. I could think of Harrison Smith like damn. You could tell he old. Like I seen with Gilmore, but Gilmore played corner. He played safety though. But Harrison Smith, he's played good last year. But that don't mean I want him back for another year. I'm straight on that, man. The Minnesota Vikings need to go younger, and the Vikings need to know when it's time to cut bait with players, man. O'Neal is another player I'm gonna make a video about. Cause it's time for the Minnesota Vikings to trade O'Neal before it get too late. At the end of the day, the Minnesota Vikings don't be having no players to trade because the Vikings keep players to the end of their damn career. And I'm tired of that shit, man. Harrison Smith do not need to return as a player for the Minnesota Vikings, man. If he want to be with the Minnesota Vikings organization, hire his ass as a fucking DB coach or a safety coach. But he do not need to play for Minnesota Vikings. He do not need to suit up for another year, man. Leave and retire on a good note in the NFL, man. You had a wonderful career. Yo, last year, if it would be last year, you played real good. And many people were gonna say the what if. But what if he do come back and he fall off a cliff and he look old, he look slow, his tackle ain't the same, and y'all talking about we should have brought him back. Harrison Smith, he is in his late 30s. Like, let's be for real, y'all. It's time for the Minnesota Vikings to throw somebody back there who is in their 20s, man. Probably a rookie or somebody who's searching for their second contract. That means that player will be in his 20s. And the Minnesota Vikings need to go younger at that safety spot. I don't want to bring Hitman back. Hitman was the animal for the Minnesota Vikings. Hitman had a good career. Will he be a Hall of Famer? I don't know. He probably should be, but he really ain't got no Super Bowl ring, so I don't know what that holding him back or not. But the way the Hall of Fame is set up now, he might get into the NFL Hall of Fame. I'm not sure. I don't really get into all the Hall of Fame stuff, but for him to come back to be a Minnesota Viking safety, I'm out on that, man. And if y'all feel different, please let me know in the comment section below, man. Hitman need to retire as a Minnesota Viking. Or if he do want to play, he needs to play for somebody else, man. The Minnesota Vikings do not need to offer him a contract. We need to go younger on defense, man. Harrison Smith ain't getting no younger. Matter of fact, Harrison Smith is getting older.